Alright, what's up everyone? I thought I'll do a little review on New Zealand's, meat rabbits and Californians and what my thoughts are. For example, some people want, pet rabbits, and some people want strictly meat rabbits. I personally don't have an opinion between the two, but just because I want meat rabbits, I went with these guys. I thought rabbits are, rabbits. It doesn't matter. So either big or small. You can have a pet big, a big pet or a small pet. It's personal choice. These guys can also be pets. And I can tell firsthand because we do have Nibbles, our black Zealand, who is treated as a pet. And then I am trying to see how I can train one of the females. I believe it's the one that's laying down right there and relaxing. That I'm trying to teach to be, more tame and friendly. And be having some success. Now the question is, how hard is to maintain rabbits, and how much does it cost? And all these interesting questions that I've had when I started. And the first question you would be asking is, how much would it cost me to get a setup started? And that's an interesting question, and it all depends on how much you want to put in it. For example, if you want to get a cage like this, a single cage, with just some kind of a frame around it, it would probably cost you about $60 to $80. It depends on how much you want to spend. You can go even more expensive, but around $80 should get your setup started. And that's I would say that's including food on the setup. Now that's without a rabbit. Rabbits, you can probably find them just about anywhere. I don't know about these breed. I've had some hard time finding these breed around where I live. So now, how much do they eat? A single rabbit, it'll take about 3 months to consume a 50-pound bag, which is not bad. About, these New Zealand's, which are a little heavier eaters than the Californians. Californians eat a little less. And also depends their age, too. Water, I want to say about 40 ounces of water, one bottle like this, should be enough for one rabbit if they know how to use it properly. If they don't know how to use it properly, they will waste a lot of water, and then they won't, they will need more eventually. I find that they enjoy these things better than the bottles. They prefer these cups over the bottles. So if you're skeptical which way to go, there are good and bad things about each one of them. For example, this one, it's easier to use, because it's outside. All you do is just open up this thing and fill it up, and you're good to go. But the bad thing about it is you have to train your rabbit to use that little nipple. And the way I do it is when the rabbit is about the size of them, I'll take their nipple and stick it on their face until they kind of get upset and they start nibbling at it. And that's when they figure out that, when you nibble at it, it actually drips water. So, and then they learn that, that's the water source for them. And then they use it. I know sometimes when I look at these guys, they just worry me. She's relaxing too much. What's going on, young lady? Are you passing out? I know she looked dead first, but it's just the way they do relax. So you see something like that, don't trip. Sometimes it worries me. When I first saw it, I thought, man, my rabbits are dying. But it's nothing to worry about. It's just the way they relax. So, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, on the water. So, these things will set you, if you don't have one of those and you already have a rabbit tree, they sell for about $5 up to $8. Depends where you get them. These are 30 ounces, these are 20 ounces, and then the one on the back is about 10 ounces. And depends the size, the price varies too. Anyways, what's next? If you have them inside, obviously you're going to need to buy, some of these shavings you can put under. If they're outside, you don't have to. You can just let their waste down on the ground. And once every while, you can go and, clean it out. But if you're planning on keeping it inside, be prepared to do some cleanup once every while, because you need to keep them clean so they don't get any disease. Keep their water, filled at all times, especially at summertime. You don't want to leave rabbits without it. Now, litters. That's the interesting part. These guys are not your typical rabbit. When they have a litter, they got a big litter. Unless it's their first litter. Regular litter for these New Zealand and Californian, it's about 6 to 13 rabbits. And that's, it depends on how many times you let the rabbits mate. Usually I let mine mate 3 times, twice each time in a single day. And you can get up to 13 rabbits, and if your mother is good, she will keep all of them. For example, Fiona here, the New Zealand, she had a litter of 11, and she kept only 6. I believe the box that I've used, this is for Ashes. They are kind of small for these meat rabbit, which are pretty big, and when they get inside the litter box, they step on the babies, and they can hurt some of them. So you might want to take that into consideration. Ashes here, my Californian doe, she had a litter of 13, and 4 of them died, and we have 9 left, and they are doing fantastic. Now, Californians, they're a little more skittish, but over time they warm up to you, and it's all about how you treat your rabbit. If you're nice to your rabbit, they get used to you. And remember, you don't punish your rabbits. It doesn't matter what they do. You don't you don't go smacking them. Especially if you're trying to train them. I mean, if you go smack them really hard, they're going to start turning mean. As far as I know. Now you see, that's the most you can do to them, or push them a little bit when you don't want them doing something. But petting your rabbit is pretty much telling them that, they don't need to be afraid of you. It's what I do, at least. I don't know. I'm not an expert on it, but I just have some personal experience from having these guys here. It tends to get a little smelly if you have them inside, especially if you get a litter like this. You will always have this rabbit smell around. It doesn't matter how much you clean it. So, anyways, sorry for the interruption. But, okay, and that's that. So, but if you are skeptical about, raising rabbits, I just told you, well, it's fairly easy as long as you are, pay attention to them daily. You got to check them for water, food, and health. I don't clip their nails very often. I don't know. Some people prefer to do that. I will be clipping their nails sometime within the next couple weeks. And the positive thing about rabbits is you get lots of manure. If you see here, I save all that. I leave it on the sunlight, let it dry, and then I put it on my garden, straight to the garden. I don't need to compost it. A small little container like this, it's if you fill it up for 1 rabbit, should be enough for a day or 2. It all depends. I'm not exactly sure, but I go by the month. My 3 rabbits will consume a bag of 50 pounds once every month. So 1 rabbit will take about 3 months to consume. Now, these litter right here I have, and that litter right here, now that they're getting, about this size, they consume a lot more food. So, anyways, and that's that. Now, if you have any other questions, if I can help you with, I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Leave a comment, and I'll be, I will let you know. Like I said, if I know the question. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.